Hi guys, and thanks yet again for joining me on the Love Lounge with Honey and Banana. Now my name is Moea Bebe, also known as the Goddess, and yes, so far I have been your host on this amazing podcast where we're talking about, sexual intimacy, and today's topic, interestingly enough, is one that I know will definitely attract a lot of attention. Foreplay magic, and who better than to join me than my very good friend, photographer extraordinaire, Ibuku Williams, and also filmmaker Jelax. So really good to have both of you here on the show.
Thank you.
You guys pretty much actually did a little bit of foreplay before coming on the show. When I say foreplay, I mean amongst yourselves, not necessarily sexual foreplay, just getting to know each other. So would you say that foreplay is, in a sense, that thing that sort of opens sexual doors?
I mean, like you said, I was meeting him for the first time today, and there had to be a little bit of, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's literally what it is. Like
Get a little bit
the play before the play.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I mean, I feel like, foreplay is like literally everything that happens in a sense before
penetration.
I mean, maybe we can then bring it down to those few moments before the actual penetration. But yeah, I think everything like leads to it. So it's the dynamic, and the fire in it. That makes it interesting.
Yep. All right, so there are many, as you said, types of foreplay. I would like to hear what makes up a nice foreplay session.
I mean, I think it's always better to start from what you know best, your comfort zone. So for me, it's all the INGs, the kissing, the smooching, the touching, the playing, the arousing, the worshipping. So I mean, it's about, even before that, the testing, the alert receiving.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that also helps. I mean,
receiving.
Before you even start, before you start the conversation, there's a mood you get in when it is not debit alert, right? So it's easier to hear what you have to say when my account balance is positive. It's so whatever you're saying, I'm not mad at you. I'm not frustrated by Nigeria, because I know that the account is good. So foreplay starts from there for me. So it's just really about paying attention to what do you think I like, what do you know I like, what do you think I would like, and all of those before you now ask me what you want, what you would like.
Okay, so what about you? What about you?
Okay, I mean, foreplay for me personally, like I said, it's all the things that happen before, the final thing. But I feel like generally when it comes to the topic of foreplay, even just when you just mentioned that topic, people generally have this fear of what it is. Like everybody just wants to focus on the main thing, right? And for me personally, I feel like it's just my energy where...
Oh, sorry, everybody your gender.
True. Because that's true. I was actually literally about to say foreplay versus intercourse.
I think everybody, likes a connection, right? And for a lot of people, they don't actually know how to express that, because when it comes to foreplay, they just have this idea in their mind, right? And I feel like for people, there's really no formula for it. And as a guy, personally, I feel like it's based on the individual. Like there's really no rule to foreplay. It's based on the individuals, like studying the person and knowing, what stimulates the person in a certain way. Maybe you can try one thing today and see how she feels about it, and try something else, and for me, that's like personally my energy. I enjoy that idea.
I feel like foreplay is pretty much like getting to know. What I should do, what I shouldn't do.
That should be the actual talking stage.
Imagine if you just go straight into just penetration. Don't you? Like I just feel like you don't really know me.
Exactly. Like I'm curious. I'm kind of like curious about you. It's like a play, it's like a game, right? So I do this, you get angry. I do this, you get happy. I'm like, okay. Maybe I should do more. Maybe I should do it this way.
Then you get the rhythm.
Or maybe you get angry, but maybe I should do it so you get angry a bit. Then I do the opposite of it. Like purposefully get people angry sometimes.
What would you say?
Like that, actually.
What would you say though, when between foreplay and penetration? Would you say that you're more of a foreplay girl?
Always.
What about you?
I feel like foreplay is the road, penetration is the final destination.
Okay.
So I think everything comes in the package. It depends though. Like you could just do foreplay for foreplay's sake, in a sense, just chilling. getting all the actual definition of Netflix and chill. Not what we all think Netflix and chill is, just basically Netflix and chilling and cuddling and foreplay, whatever. You don't have to like go all the way. But I feel like foreplay is like the road, and penetration is where it ends.
Be the actual destination as well.
Do you think that? So do you think as a man you can't necessarily be sexually fulfilled if all you just do is foreplay? Haven't there been situations that all you did was just foreplay and you were very okay?
I mean, of course, there are situations where you do just foreplay, and you go. But I just still feel like the reason for the foreplay is because it's leading you guys into somewhere,
That's right?
And that's where you guys then finally fully express all the foreplay, because the foreplay is coming in parables. It's coming in, I'm going to, when we see, I'm going to like do this, do that, whatever, So the foreplay is leading somewhere, right? So like the sex is the final destination of, this is what we've been, be connecting on, And I feel foreplay is like connection. It's like you guys finding common grounds, things you like, I like this, you like this. Okay, so let's both vibe on that energy. Let's both experience, sexual energy on those things that we connect on, basically.
Now, you see, I love this topic because it's actually foreplay magic. So, when something is magical, I definitely think that it's not just as simple as ABC.
Yeah.
Like there are just so many twists and turns to it.
Right.
Exactly. So I feel like what I may consider foreplay in a sense may not be what you consider, may not be what I like, may not be what he likes, may not be also what he may be willing to do.
True.
So what would you say is a main foreplay that most women definitely actually enjoy and like?
I would say I don't think I've met any woman who doesn't like nipple play.
Correct.
I mean,
that is a good one.
Especially when you have nice boobs. Okay, so for some persons who do not like their boobs, that may be a problem. But for women who, it makes me feel good. I like when you grab it, you tease it.
Okay.
Even if I know I don't have the best set of boobs, just tell me
how do you know you don't have the best set of boobs?
Because I've seen better boobs.
How do you know that yours isn't better?
Mine is perfect, but there are better ones.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen your boobs, so I can't say.
Well, I mean,
I was going to say
perfect.
And neither has he.
I can't relate that much.
I mean, I'm speaking from
really
what
want
I
to,
know.
help relate to this
So
topic.
I know, I know, and it's even better when when you're ovulating and it's really full.
Tell me about that, sis.
It's just, please, thank you.
Okay.
And just kissing around the body, kissing sensitive parts of the body, knowing where I like it, what I want, when I want you to do it, gently whisper, blow soft air, all those really nice things.
Now it's funny you say whisper, because for me, I don't like anybody coming close to my ears. Like I will give you
Really?
like no. So don't whisper into my ear. Say what you want to say. Don't whisper. But I was even gonna ask you, as a man that I'm hoping definitely partakes in foreplay. What would you say that, with most women that you've been opportuned
to
provide foreplay to? What foreplay would you say is the one that you think actually women really do enjoy?
Well, I mean, as a man, honestly, like if I'm observing like women most of the time, I think going down under is what a lot of women really love. The fact that, and I feel like it's not even just doing that, but just the idea of it, like seeing your man down there and doing that to you in a form of service, trying to serve you. So you're feeling like in some throne, and the guy is like, yeah, it's all right, I'll do it. And I'll make sure you get that. And as
best
he's doing
position,
that,
sit on his face.
As he's doing that, he's adding that to it, the nipple play, at the same time.
Love
I think
that.
most women
love that. But it's interesting that you say that. I do, in a sense, agree. But I've also had situations where I've had conversations with some of my girls, or just women, and they're like, ew, that they don't want to receive head.
My first experience there was horrible. I don't know what he was doing, if he was chewing or biting.
I think that's also a factor.
I mean, I've had people.
I would rather not have head than have terrible head.
It was so horrible that I was so dry. I don't know how you have saliva there and I'm so dry. I was just like, okay, can we
Are you sure it was there or somewhere else?
That too.
I think it really was there, but it was I was just like, it was looking up to me like, Nah.
No.
I think
Let's
sex,
set it out.
like I think generally, yeah, our generation, maybe not even the gen. I wouldn't say like even the new Gen Z and the people coming. Like, but I feel like in our generation we had very, very bad sexual education.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of people have bad sex, so that's why everybody just thinks that the end point to sex should just be penetration.
and
Where
therefore
foreplay itself is a major part of the whole process, right? So I just feel like, you know, that in itself has caused like a lot of ripple effects on a lot of men and women, you know, out there. And when it comes to going down under, I feel like, man, a lot of women too don't necessarily understand how it works. And a lot
When
of
you
guys,
say how it works, you mean how it's for them to give to
How do I
men,
put
or
it?
how a man should give them?
so if a man is going down under on a lady, right? Sometimes he may not like it, sometimes he may like it, depending on some factors that may depend on the woman, especially when it comes to hygiene
Okay.
and diet,
Okay.
you know, and a lot of things. For guys that really know how to, you know, they would tell you they know how it tastes, if you get what I mean.
When
And
you've got some good.
when you got some good stuff,
Good
right?
I've tasted mine before.
How? Like how?
Now
like,
that is
hey,
also
do
a
you
form of
do yoga
foreplay,
or
you
what?
know?
Like,
I mean,
or what? How did you like get
he
there?
went and was like, "Do you want to test
Then
it
you
out?"
kiss. Then you kiss.
Yeah.
Or you lick his fingers when he's when he
Oh yeah,
fingers
there's that too.
And these are all
Fingers.
interesting forms of foreplay.
Yeah.
And you know, like you said, the ings. There's even more than the ings. You know, you can have some BDSM and also even sex toys.
Yes.
Now, this sex toys is an interesting side to this. There are a lot of people that would say especially men, I've noticed.
Man.
I don't know why they see me being
don't like
insecure or
competition
something.
in any way, you know.
I mean,
They feel like you're cheating on them.
You get like what do you
Like,
prefer
I remember
that
I
to
was
be?
dating this guy once and he was like, "Did you touch yourself?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why wouldn't I touch myself? You're not wrong."
no, but you
And
can't.
he's
You
like,
can't. You can't.
"Why would you
compete
do
with
that?"
Something that is
And I'm like,
like
"Why not?"
120 grams per hour, like.
But then that's the same thing.
Yeah.
You can't compete, and neither
With
can it
that
compete
machine.
with you, with a human
It's not the
being.
same thing.
There's
Like-
no the warmth, me being held, the little kisses while you're doing
Like
other
everybody,
things.
just do your lane. It's not you're not on the same lane. Don't
But it doesn't
fret.
mean that a form of foreplay with you using a sex toy, you, like do you understand? Like, I feel like you can use a sex toy in the bedroom, and that's perfect foreplay. Your partner can use it on you.
with
that's a
you
way.
when you're not together. You know, I feel like that's one of the most romantic.
When he uses it on you.
No, you guys are in separate places.
Okay, you guys are
But
like
you know,
virtually,
Yeah,
like
virtually,
videoing.
Okay,
it's
right.
really good
Okay.
to hear me. Just hear me on the phone or wherever, or see me, just watch me. And I mean, I would like to make you feel like you're the one doing it, even though it's not exactly you doing it. But
I don't really
mean,
like
yeah,
social.
Pause. Hearing again. I think they changed this back.
I mean, you know, even though he's not the one doing it, but I mean, he's doing it in some kind of way.
Yeah, he's there. He's present. He's watching.
I mean, you can hear me, the things you're saying. I mean, he can't talk. He cannot talk.
Yes, exactly.
I don't like Bluetooth
It's
sex.
probably even made out of plastic.
Internet
You
sex.
understand? All silicone, but you are the one
Yeah.
doing the
Okay, so
thing.
you're saying that you don't mind using sex toys, but not virtually.
No, I mean eventually, like also for me, like my love language is like touch and you know just
Actual physical touch.
yeah, physical
But
touch.
when you're
So,
not around, what's supposed to happen to me?
I mean, when you're not, I mean,
Exactly.
it's a vibe in itself, right? But you're not going to be too far away, please. If you're living in Festac, it's a long
But
distance
what,
relationship.
okay, so what if you're not available? What's gonna happen?
Well, I mean, we'll make do
So
with
I
what we
should wait
have.
for you. So that's
But
what we
I
have.
won't get a visa to come to Ikorodu.
So
to
you'd
see
rather
you.
I use my finger? I mean, what if my
Yeah.
fingers are not enough and there's
Oh,
something else that
No,
can
what
help
I'm
I
saying is that
make
it can happen
use
once in a
of-
while, you know, video. I mean, obviously, even while we are doing, you know, the whole foreplay thing, obviously, sexting, we're already probably sending nudes to each other and all of that kind of
But
stuff.
it's
So
not
why
enough
can't
for
we
me.
send news to each other where I'm also using?
I'm just saying
sex
that we
toys?
could do that like once in a while, but
Okay.
a major part of our relationship, we need to be with each other. Like I don't see
so
why.
that we can actually do the foreplay for real.
For
for real. Like why are we
okay. I mean, but
why are
that
we
should have-
allowing you know computer chips to arouse us?
So it's
Computer
still
chips?
yes.
Why? How is it? It's not a robot.
Well,
It's
because,
not.
like, I mean, okay, so I have like it's very weird for me because I have like a background in engineering. So communication is very weird. Like what you do into a phone, you talk into it. It's just, you know, that's your analog voice. It changes into numbers, sends it across the atmosphere and down. So really what I'm looking at is computer interpretations. I mean, they could even be showing me something else. They could be lying to me. Maybe I'm even, you know,
Yo, you are
but I want to like
overthinking
feel you, man.
You are definitely overthinking it. But even just down to even just this
No, but yeah,
conversation.
I get what you're saying though. Like we could do it once. Yeah, we could do it.
Yeah.
It's part of it, but we
If-
can't
what
be
if
too
that
far away from
once-
each other. That's just what I'm
Okay.
saying.
So what if you're away for like a full week and I need
Then
you,
what
like, every day?
happens?
What happens?
Well, full week. I mean, we don't. Are we every day?
You don't have a
Like,
job?
Are we doing it every day
Don't
for
have
a
a-
full week?
What if I want to like 5 days? What if it's my ovulation period?
Are you
I want
kidding?
What are you away
Yeah.
for a week? Like maybe something is keeping you busy,
Because I have
right?
a job, you have a job.
What I'm saying is, if you're away for a week, there's a reason why you're away for a week,
Of
right?
course, whatever the
So,
reason is.
whatever the reason is, it could probably be keeping you busy, right?
Most
And
likely
I don't
work,
feel
to be
we
And
will
I
be
need to
having
distress.
foreplay every day for the whole
But
week.
if I need to distress, that's the best way
No,
to
I mean, yeah,
distress.
it's-
And you know, to be honest,
yeah, let me
partaking in
edit
foreplay
this way, yeah?
virtually.
Let me say it this way, yeah. Now, this is what you are saying, right? This is who you are. Do you get what I mean? And
This is
part
what
of,
a lot of us
no,
are.
hold on. Like what a lot of guys like, and that's a point that I want to make. Like
Okay.
for a lot of guys as well, what foreplay is all about, right?
Mm.
If that is your vibe, do you get? And if I can vibe with that, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm connecting to you, I know that's what you like, so I could make myself available for that. Like, you don't have to like everything you're
But what
doing.
if you cannot vibe with it? What's supposed to happen?
Then maybe we can. If I can't vibe with it, I can't vibe with it.
You
Do
may
get
not
me?
know. So from the start, you like me, you like everything about me, and I tell you that I like that. You because of that, lose
No,
You will
me.
now say you don't
No,
want
what
to.
I'm saying is, if you're, oh no, you're getting me wrong. What I'm saying is that you individually, like you as a person, are studying you, Jelax, right?
Mhm.
If that is what you like, then me as a guy is supposed to create some accommodation for that.
That's perfect. That's all.
Do you get what I mean? Right? And you wouldn't even know until it happens, because if she calls me day 1, calls me day 2, calls me day 3, Jelax, I want to sleep, but why are we?
So would you rather?
texting this
Would
night?
you rather I did it without you? I mean,
As
if you're
opposed to
afraid of
involving,
it,
yeah,
exactly.
that's a good question.
If you have a problem with it, and
No,
I'm
there's
like,
no
okay,
problem with it.
I'm just saying, like, would you rather I was doing it without you or without you even knowing?
No, I mean, to be interesting to be involved, obviously, I would
And
want to
that's
be
what
involved.
we're
That's all they're
discussing.
asking
Yeah,
for.
I mean, I agree, but I'm just saying we're not doing every day for 1 week.
I mean, that
And
was
then you're
just
too far away, coming back.
That was just honey.
Okay.
Talking.
All right. So let's now say we're in a situation where there's no distance. You people are there. You don't even have to even do it virtually.
Right.
You guys can actually do it for real. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back.
Yes. I love it, yeah.
You know, some people say that there's dirty foreplay, there's clean foreplay. I don't agree. I feel like sex isn't clean. Sex is dirty. So, like, dependent on what you interpret dirty
I think
as.
sexual energy, I think sex and sexual energy is a bandwidth. I don't like to even say, I don't like to label people's sexual preferences. I just like to
as
say,
dirty or clean.
as whatever it is, I just like
Okay.
to say, you like what you like and you hate what you hate.
Okay.
You know, that kind of thing. So as you might like nipple play or no whispers in the ear, because of this example, whispers in
Right.
the ear, she doesn't like whispers in her ear. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
we have to create a separate, you know,
I mean, it's different from different people.
departments and say,
Yeah.
oh, rights of people who like
Yeah.
whispers in their ear versus rights of people that don't have whispers, and we start fighting the government because of that. No, like everybody likes what they like and they hate what they hate, and it's a bandwidth. Do you get what I mean? So yeah,
But you know, I always thought when I look at a pastor, when I see pastor, I said those people that are very spiritual, and the wife is pregnant. I'm
You're
always
always
like,
wondering, how did they even
I
do
mean,
it?
was it just come out like?
But there are some
Listen,
people
do
that
they-
are still only just doing.
But what if Mommy Gio wants it? Like, that's what I think. So, I mean, for people like that, I think they would consider foreplay dirty. Because I always imagine, like, oh, Mommy Gio, like, if you're glowing today, I'm like,
But it will shock you.
I mean, but from the religious angle, yes. But for me personally, I just feel like human beings, I know they put anything past anybody. Like no matter how somebody seems,
Exactly. I was like, it will
on-
shock you. It will really shock
like
you.
what they are doing in that room with that person.
In the other
There's
room.
no camera. You have no
But-
idea what's going on. It could be when you just enter, you see that this pastor just likes his wife to tie him down in a corner
Yep.
and shout on him from morning to night.
And that's
it's
his foreplay.
yes, that is it.
And that is actually his foreplay.
Like I was seeing this movie where this lady was she's a dominatrix. Let me give you one just. I was seeing this movie where this lady is a dominatrix, yeah. So this guy went to intern with her. And it's like, oh, I want to, she's like, okay, this is first day of the job. So she walks out of the store, and then she just walks onto the street and she sees one man on the road, she punches him, and she throws him in her trunk. And the guy's like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? And then she's like, don't worry. And then they jump into the car and she starts driving. And the guy's like, what are you doing? You just kidnapped somebody. And he's like, yeah, that's what he likes.
That's what he likes.
That's my first client for today.
He likes role play and
am I the only one who, when I see people like that, or, just people that respect or I feel like they're in high esteem, I'm like,
Trust
I can't
me.
stop thinking about what do you do inside. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, you could be praying, and I'm just like, yeah, you know, let's get back to church. What do you do inside? Because I'm just like, I know how I like it. I know what I like. I know what my girls say. I'm like, do you also fall into that
Do you also fall into
category?
To be honest, as he said, I personally feel like you can't really put anything
You
past
can't really
anyone.
put it, yeah.
Right.
But on a general basis, though, in Nigeria here, like I still like sit on the idea that like we have a lot of bad sex education, and then for guys specifically, if you look at the growing, like the way a guy grows up, right, he starts to have puberty like 13, 14, 15, right, and a girl also has puberty when she has puberty. But now a girl has like more opportunities to like explore her sexual energy because older men who are already seeing her develop are already, you know, maybe a 13-year-old girl, a 17-year-old boy is already looking at her, disturbing her life or 18. By the time she's 19, bruv,
She already is.
or by the time she's 21,
actually
and she goes, no, like
disagree.
she has like, no, the fact is that whether she's sitting down or she's standing or she's just there, guys will approach her.
But that's different from you
That
just
is a
know
woman's
they're
experience.
admired.
No, but that's not a man's experience.
But
That's what I'm telling you.
most,
As
I
a
agree with
man,
them. Most women do.
As a man, yeah, when you get to that
experience
puberty, there's no higher man that's going to come and be teaching you things. You discover on your own,
Ah.
right? Your girls that you're trying to toast in your class are not even looking at you,
Right.
right?
Real talk.
And you really don't know what to do. You're trying to discover yourself. So that's why I feel like a lot of guys, sex with them and foreplay seems to be empty because maybe they've learned from porn or
Yes.
they've just, you know, tried to find one way
Okay.
to discover it, right?
agree.
Nobody teaching them, you know. And
And
that's
by
why
the
most
way,
of them like
watching
older women.
porn
agree.
is also a form of foreplay too.
I mean, together.
Yes, of course. That's,
I love it
that's what I mean.
together.
Yeah, of course, together,
Oh, really?
definitely. All right. So, would you say that you have had any sort of like relationship that you would say because the foreplay was so good, that was probably why you guys even carried on?
I had one that because it was so bad, it was never going to end
Okay.
a relationship because he was down there, and I'm just like, and he was just
So,
oh.
receiving head is a major thing for you.
No,
So
actually.
No, it's not. So you can
No.
actually be with a guy who says, "No, I don't mind receiving, but I am not giving you head."
No, if you say you don't mind, you're not going to give. That's a problem.
Okay.
But like this, I mean, I could do without.
You could
maybe
do
in a
without
month,
it.
Yeah, but I don't want you to say you don't want to do
So you
it.
never-
So
you
when
never
I want it,
expect
what's gonna
so you can just
happen?
expect it in
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Do you think you can be with a woman who would refuse to give you a blowjob?
Honestly, I don't think I can. Because I just feel like sex is, you know, is the final expression of your actual self. So why are we like forming in this situation? And so for me, I feel like it's not like you have to, but yeah, you should, like, because my own energy generally is also a giver energy. That's like really what gets me going. So I'm like, yeah, so let's get to know each other. Like let's do this. Like, you know,
trade,
let's
right?
talk. Let's exchange energy. You know, that kind of thing. So and then you are there. You know, you can't really. And it's not your fault. I'm not judging you though. But it's not. Maybe it's not who you are. But maybe you know you can't match up with me. So just you know, find the other boys that just like only penetration.
Okay. So what would you say for you is the extreme? That is definitely something that you cannot do.
I'm not eating your ass.
What about you?
Yeah.
I'm quite a freaking one in it. Let's think of the extreme.
What's the?
What have we not done?
Oh wow.
What are we still planning to do?
What's left to do?
What are we still planning to do?
Well, don't tie me on a bridge, you know. I'm just kidding.
That's it. So what do you think?
Okay,
is
well, I mean,
yours?
so for me, hygiene, I have a very sensitive nose. My nose is very sensitive. Like, my grandmom can smell rice and tell you the salt is not enough. So I think like it just came down to
Amazing.
yeah, so so for me, like if I just come to you and you have like some sort of
Aroma.
right? Or aroma, right? My brain plays a lot of things. I'm trying to wonder, is it that
Why
you're
do you
not-
smell like that?
Like you've not done this for 3 days? Are you like what are you eating? Like what is going on with you? That's like, and why should I put myself to be a part of this? Like I'm scared of like, so that puts me off, like something like I really cannot do.
Okay. All right. Well, am I supposed to give my own?
Yeah,
And I feel like,
man,
sorry,
we
and I
want to
feel like one more
know.
thing, I feel like human, if you have experience, like human fluids when it's clean has a specific Do you get like
way
like
that it
human
smells
fluid
is
is
a
like
natural
the best
thing. Yeah.
creation by
Yeah.
God. Like if you look at the sperm, it has every single thing in it in terms of amount of protein, the amount like it's life, is a seed.
It's
I
life.
love how passionate
Right?
you are about your
And then, so
gender.
if it's not like
Birds.
clean
Yeah,
or
that's
you know,
so
you can
passionate
taste
about
too
it.
much
Mm.
soda or sugar or you know, you don't have
Or smoke.
or smell, you know,
Mhm.
like yeah. So it's just that I
Or disease.
Nah.
That one today.
Oh, I also have problem with, you know, when it's too bushy down there because
Okay.
I just feel like naturally men are not as clean as.
There is also a type of foreplay where you can shave each other.
Oh,
Wow.
that was me. Oh, okay. So
It's like you like all these type of things, girl.
I
Yeah,
was
she likes more
celebrate.
like
I was
action
celebrate
movie
for the
type based foreplay.
guy.
Like the foreplay has not the story. We are coming
Okay,
home.
so
we're not landing in
Let me
kitchen.
tell you the
We
story
open the fridge
now.
and boom.
Let me tell you the story. So, I was celibate for a very long time, right? And I was in a relationship with a church boy. And obviously, we were both celibate. But that doesn't mean that we're not human. So we wanted we wanted it, but the body wanted. The flesh was weak, even though the spirit.
Are you sure the flesh was strong?
Are you sure the spirit didn't give up?
Man, okay, so what happened? It was in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And he had said to pass something to him. And I didn't know that he didn't lock the door. So I was just playfully like pushing the door. Like I wanted to knock on the door, but in a very playful, and then it fell open. And you know, and it was very well packed. And I was just staring at him, like I didn't know. I was like, am I supposed to look away? Like, okay. But then after the initial shock, I was like, oh, why are you so bushy down there? And he was like, oh, maybe you could come shave it for me. I'm like, yeah, I could do it. So I got into the bathroom and I knelt down and I started
I would be
shaving.
scared to shave because I feel like I'll just.
Oh, I'm very
nip
good.
you.
I'm very good with my hands.
Ouch! And that would just ruin
Okay.
everything. No foreplay, no penetration,
Nah,
nothing.
yeah.
Anything I do with my
I think we
hands,
should try not
perfect.
to play with blades.
Me
when
too.
it comes to-
I agree.
I really
Like
did.
mistakes can happen.
As
I
in.
really did start shaving and obviously it was getting really hard and I was just seeing it.
Oh, okay.
I was feeling it.
Okay.
I could literally like hear it breathe.
So
like,
then the spirit
I mean,
give
there's
out.
it
like-
was just,
there.
and I was just like, and
You
I
are
was just
still
like,
not
now I'm just
answering
looking at
this
him.
question. Did the spirit give up?
The sprays was stronger, but it was really close. I mean, it's one moment I would never forget.
So what? After the shaving foreplay, did we
Shaving.
move into another type of foreplay?
We did move into
Okay.
minimal foreplays.
Wow.
Stark naked. And
But there was no
AC.
penetration.
I went at it. I was begging for it.
Wow. It was really, it must have really,
I was really
an
begging
interesting
for it. And
foreplay.
it was like, oh, you're going to regret this. I'm like, let me think
He
about
was telling you
myself.
you were going to
Yeah,
regret
I mean,
it.
because we're church people, right?
Oh,
so
I'm
you
not,
guys
I mean,
were like-
we're both celibates. Like, we knew that we're
Right,
entering this
right,
relationship
right,
celibate.
right.
But now, see, this is your celibate talk. You said that you did foreplay. I feel like foreplay and celibacy don't go together though.
Fucking is the only thing that's not
That's to you.
my own dictionary for celibacy.
Really?
Hmm.
Do you agree?
That's,
I don't think so.
Oh,
I feel like celibacy, if you are really for real, you don't want any sort of sexual, you should go all the way. Including no foreplay.
but you know,
I mean,
just
maybe for
staring
guys,
at
maybe
you.
you could arouse yourself, but maybe you don't actually come.
That's celibacy.
That's
I
celibacy.
guess. Yeah.
What?
No.
What?
Like, I don't know, like,
What? Does that sound ridiculous?
no, like maybe you just. I mean, you don't just come.
So what do you do when he's about to come out?
You stop.
So, and that's celibacy.
I mean,
So you will beat your chest and go by that. Hello guys. I'm celibate.
Hell no.
no. Okay, we'll go. What I actually mean is that celibacy could be like a point where you don't necessarily having sex with a woman. Maybe you feel yourself like how like with sex energies, like there's a lot of things about it. It's not just touching yourself. Sometimes it's just the mood, it's just the thoughts, it's just even feeling yourself. Do you get what I mean? Most of us do that. Like
Why are
we
you feeling
feel
yourself if you're
ourselves.
celibate though?
Exactly.
Because you did on your own now, and Konji can't meet you where you did. Do you get like the feeling is not something you can control. The
You
feeling
can,
of sex,
actually.
sexual energy is. I mean, you can't control the existence of it. You can control what you
do,
react.
how you
Yeah,
react
you
to
react
it.
to it.
Okay.
You
True.
get what I mean? So
Okay.
most of the time, no matter, I personally believe that regardless of whoever is saying they're celibate, one way or the other would still have touched themselves
At the
within that
most.
celibacy period.
By your
Even if it's like
definition.
waking up in the morning and just, touching yourself in a certain way and just feeling yourself, maybe like, okay, you know what, I'll stop. I'm not doing it
Okay,
again.
so by
You
your
know, and like,
explanation, the only difference, so the problem now is if I have a partner. I mean, it could be the same thing, we just did not arrive. I mean,
okay, now with a partner, I think it gets
guess
complex,
what?
right?
Why?
It's no, because it's no more celibacy now,
The Bible says love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Exactly.
Weird.
Why are you making
We're saying love. It is the basis of celibacy anyway. So.
Well, yeah, but honestly, like the real definition of celibacy obviously is like totally getting totally off it.
Okay, so that also must include foreplay.
Like I said, I've not thought about it before, but thinking about it now, I could agree with that.
Yes, I agree with
I
that.
disagree.
And you
Do you know
disagree.
that staring into your eyes could be a form of foreplay? So
okay.
what about
But
that?
when we're talking sexual, like something that's
But
going
that
to
is also
tingle,
a very sexual
something
act.
that is tingling
I
my
could be staring
genitals.
into a
Exactly
man's
like
eyes
direct-
and I come.
But I don't think that is necessarily. Oh, well,
You see why sex is a very complex
Yeah,
bandwidth.
and
You
the
get what I mean?
spectrum
But I
is-
mean, what you were trying to refer to is like maybe this minutes like before.
What about dry humping?
It's still. I still.
I still say it's it is.
I think foreplay is just generally like what an
Anything
individual
you sort
likes
of do,
that turns you
yes,
on and gives you
just
sexual
just
energy.
before that penetration. To me, I feel like it's a door. As I said, it's like opening Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you use to open the box, and once the box is open, that's to me is sex. Like now we're going.
So yeah. So you can be celibate and still very actively involved in foreplay. I just wanted to make that point clear.
No. Well, that's you. I personally don't think so. I think if you're celibate,
It's just
you're
there.
away from every type
Yeah.
of foreplay.
If staring into his eyes.
yeah, don't stare.
Is that your pee?
If
Like,
that's
you
your
like to stare
pee,
into
if
guys?
that's your
Like,
pee,
you've been trying to catch my.
If that's
why
it-
are you trying to do that?
are you even doing foreplay? Yeah.
From your definition, it could actually be foreplay without even realizing it.
Because I didn't know you can stare at someone's eye. And
Yeah,
that's all it
and
takes.
that's it. Like,
Wow, that would be a major problem if that was me.
no, because and guys are very visual, so I think it would be a problem for guys if just looking and
Just look, what?
and then you're
Yeah, that-
gone. Like that'll be very difficult, especially when you're even
Right.
doing some styles because you're like, what am I looking at? Oh my god, boom, that's it. Ends there.
But it takes less effort for you guys to get there. So why are you making that sound like a big deal?
That was another topic for another day.
I was
That's another topic for another day.
this was like you brought up now.
So it's also very interesting. There's been a lot of conversations online, especially concerning, how people try to like play safe with their foreplay, but maybe when it comes to penetration, they throw it out the window, or maybe even just the other way around. Actually, they don't play safe with their foreplay, and then all of a sudden they want to now play safe by wearing condoms. What's your take on that?
It's like trying to decide which is less of two evils. Like it's just evil is evil, right? So if
It's difficult.
It is.
I mean, penetratively, use condom if you're not my
Yeah.
partner. If I don't know that you're clean, if I don't know that I'm just
Well, I mean,
the
at least
only jar you pick
it's the
cookies
person
from.
I don't know, like.
So what's your
Can't it be
take?
transfer? I mean, I'm honestly, I'll need to ask a doctor because it's something that I keep thinking in my mind, like. So why am I? Am I supposed to get like lip condoms as well? Or what?
But then again, there are actually
like how much of
there are
that
actually
can you
flavored
take?
condoms,
What-
and that's interesting because I now look at it as a situation where men seem to be even more women seem to be more protected if like you're with the flavored condoms. We don't have necessarily flavored. I don't know. Like, how would it even work? Would it be like a sheet? And then just the
You
clit
put
would
it
just
in
be
like-
out,
like-
or like how would it even
Why
work?
do you put it in
I don't
closing?
see. But I just feel like at least there seems to be a solution for men, but there isn't really a
I mean,
solution.
the flavor
for
is
women.
already there. Maybe you don't need the flavored condom.
What
You know?
for? What women?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay. But then that now then means that you are not necessarily playing it safe orally.
Well, that's the issue. So that's what I'm confused about.
So you can eat your cake and have it.
But I do believe that oh God, I don't want to get this wrong, but I do believe that it's not like you can't get anything orally, but it's a high, like it's risk. It's more risky.
Oh, you can.
No. I'm not. That's why I said that. It's not like you can't, but it's riskier through penetration.
Sure,
Yeah, of course.
valid.
That's a fact.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So you see the thing, sexually transmitted infections, diseases, mostly you get it through penetration.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, you also do get some
if
from
you are
oral
doing
sex, I believe.
most of it,
Yeah,
like
most- exactly.
99% of it is from that. So circle back to if
You
it's not so the sexually, right? They do not say penetratively transmitted infection or diseases. So you could have all of your foreplays and still be celibate. I just wanted to make that point.
Oh my god.
Including using your eye.
Including that. I just wanted to bring it back to that point.
You don't have to judge yourself, you know. You can actually do what you want to do. You know?
Oh no.
Are you
I
sure
don't
you're not
even,
trying to like, you know,
Guy,
try
I
to
don't even
consider?
I don't even think she was coming from that.
Chest. I own up to everything I do.
I don't think she was even coming from that angle at all.
No.
But nonetheless, we've had such a really, really awesomely interesting conversation. You guys, your own foreplays. Like, I would just leave the two of you.
Yes.
Oh, no.
I mean, we could talk about that.
Yeah, please, you know, you have to put off the cameras so that.
I like that, you know, this show also, you know, it's called The Love Lounge. Maybe I've created something.
Well, I'm very sick.
Maybe I'm like Cupid. Maybe I'm the Cupid here, you know? And I've
Right.
like
Good.
done this great
there's your
thing.
goal.
Let you know.
An hour.
At least one thing we can definitely all relate on is that they both like foreplay. So
I mean,
That's a
who
good
doesn't?
start.
Yeah.
That's a perfect start.
It's a good start to anything in life.
right. Well,
Right.
thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
you for
And
having
on
us.
that note, I will catch all of you next time.